number 3, Josh Giddey.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Bulls. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks, just a couple spots back.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Collins is out there at Porter. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Giddey in at the point. And a wide open look for Porter. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend. And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Pass to Porter. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Vucevic. Inside, here's Buzelis. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. The fadeaway, Vucevic with the bucket.
Vucevic is a very efficient mid-range shooter and has been for most of his career.
Porter passes to Green, beyond the arc. He's off on that one. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. White looking around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Vucevic, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as anyone.
Now here's Giddey. Last game he had 13. Outside, White. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Buzelis. And here's White, guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. And the layup is good.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Bucks trail by 4. Collins the pass to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Giddey. Here's Okoro. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Giannis. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Okoro. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. Here's Giddey. Offensive rebound, and Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Here's Okoro. Good on the three-point shot.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Turner finds Porter. Now Giannis to the inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And Chicago has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee, Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
What an impact White makes, whether he has the ball in his hands or not.
Here is Porter. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Green. Right wing. Rollins the pass to Giannis. And Giannis out of the Kumbo. Throws it down hard.
Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. 1:21 left to play here in the first. And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, Coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
Here's Rollins. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Turner with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Here's Rollins from deep. Giannis, good on the triple. Giannis has got 7 points in the game. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Bulls knocking down the three. Porter kicks to Green. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there is White, and that's good on the assist from Okoro.
A smooth three-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
Giannis dunks it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now Okoro, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They're up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I really like how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
They've got Trey Jones. Kevin Huerter is out there with Williams. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Smith in at the 5. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Now, here's Kuzma. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Jones with it, covered by Anthony. Smith with a screen on Harris. Huerter passes to Smith, and then Smith with the jam.
Didn't know he had that in him. Jalen Smith showing out.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Outside Anthony. Down low. Here's Portis. Makes it off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Jones. No scoring in this one. Smith finds Herter. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Herter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Ellis is checked in for Smith. Okoro comes in for Kevin Herter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Dosunmu. Pass to Ellis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Jones. From down in the low post, it goes. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, even though he's just 6'1", Jones is confident inside. Doesn't fear going up amongst taller players.
Bucks trail by 10. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. The offensive rebound. Using his size, Giannis.
Yeah, what a save by Giannis. He should always be crashing the offensive glass like this.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you guys.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Bucks trail by 10. Outside, Green. For the three. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Bucks won their last contest, that game against the Bulls in Chicago. Here's Ellis, and that one comes up a bit short.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on it. The defense will take that miscommunication, not even close.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Jones. And then for Milwaukee, Miles Turner comes in for Portis. And Porter subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. The Bulls leading by 10. And here is Giddey. He's got 6. Here's Okoro. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Here's White. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. He hits it from 9. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Chicago's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Bucks trail by 13. Giannis inside. Good, nice job down low. Giannis has got 17 now.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Well, Chicago's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Vucevic down low. He's against Turner. It's White on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Okoro kicks to Giddey. Three-pointer. Vucevic back to Okoro. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Over in the corner, Green. Offline with his 3. The Bulls leading by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Buzelis. Giddey against Rollins. Over to the left wing. Okoro kicks to Giddey. Now Buzelis, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Chicago Bulls.
I love how they've kept the ball moving, make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs? I think you mean hot potato because they're burning that D.
Oh, Arnie.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Giddey. This is the most they've led by 13 points on the court for the Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Porter is out there with Rollins, and it's Green in at the 3. Fades and shoots. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his third bucket of the night.
And with the ability to step out and make shots, bigs like Vucevic have a lot of value in today's NBA.
Here's out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
an amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Okoro passes to White. 6 to shoot. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 17-point game. Green kicks to Porter. That 3 off the mark. Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Vucevic to the pass to White. Now, here's Okoro. He's covered closely.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise, they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Porter, no luck.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Yep, it counts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Bucks trail by 19. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Back to Vucevic. Pass to Giddey. 4 on the clock. Here's Okoro. No good on the 3.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Buzelis sets a screen for Okoro. Bucket is good. Buzelis has got 8 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Bucks trail by 21. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. You know, you have to like what we're seeing from Kobe White.
Well, I'd think about throwing something new at him. Maybe bring another defender, force the ball out of his hand.
Jones checked in for the Bulls. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Vucevic against Turner. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Vucevic is screen on Rollins. In the corner, Okoro with it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Okoro's got his second bucket.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you guys.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Jones in the post, covered by Rollins. Just 3 to shoot. Jones dishes to White. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Good chance here for Porter. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. In the corner, Okoro with it. Bulls moving the ball around. Jones for 3. Connects from three-point range. Jones has got 5 points so far.
What a great sign for this team. Jones shooting it with conviction.
Pass to Rollins. Turner with a screen on Jones. And here's Green outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got his 2nd bucket of the night. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd. Outside, White. Vucevic a screen on Porter. It's stolen by Green. Porter looking it over Buzelis. And so it's the Chicago Bulls taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Dosunmu is out there with Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Smith. And it's Jones in at the guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Dosunmu. Back to Giddey. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. The Bulls leading by 17. Left side, Williams. On the wing, Williams. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet, Williams' shot is off.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to Dosunmu. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Back to Williams. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Williams has got his 1st points of the game.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Bucks. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. The Bucks also with the sub. Turner's checked in. Giannis kicks to Turner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
Chicago leading by 17. Williams, a screen on Anthony. Jones, the pass to Williams. That one good for 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Anthony against Jones. Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. There's the 3. Vucevic with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Milwaukee foul. Cole Anthony. First personal.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3 ball for these guys.
And the first one drops. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Bulls leading by 19. Jones, the pass to Dosunmu. Driving to the basket. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Takes the 3. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists here tonight. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. And Turner with the slam.
Whoa, Miles Turner. That was impressive.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Kobe White.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Okoro. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Turner against Vucevic. Takes the 3, and there's Buzelis on the assist by Vucevic.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Antetokounmpo passes to Rollins, and the shot will go down.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
The Bulls leading by 18. 1:27 left in the game. Now Vucevic. And he makes good on the layup. 8 points for Vucevic.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kobe White.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
White with it, picked up by Turner. Shot clock at 5. Giddey fires. The 3 doesn't go. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's an 18-point game.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White inside. Orders there. Basket is good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Rollins against Giddey. Now Green. Porter outside. White. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, Vooch. A balanced attack tonight. How helpful is getting contributions from everyone?
We need that. You know, we're not a team that has, 2, 3 like superstars that are just going to come in every night and get us 25 a game. So we need, contributions for everybody, and that's why we have to play that way. We have to, play for each other, share the ball, try to help each other get going, and that's the only way for us to be good offensively. When we try to create for our own, it never works, and I think we learned from that. So tonight was a good example when we move the ball, when we play for each other, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Sharing was key. Thanks, Nicola.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kobe White.